Did the epidemic change your daily protocols?
I think insofar as just being aware of whom we were with, whether or not these people had a history or recent encounter with other people who hot zones are people who had been infected. So just being aware of our surroundings and the people that we were in the company of, I think that much we were conscious of lah.
Were you able to observe an impact in the society during the time where the epidemic was around?
I think for sure. I think A, the people that we are around. B, the kind of economic impact it had on our businesses. Immediately we had a sense of what that was. I think how it affected the business that we had, or the how much it affected our businesses. I mean, we were doing less compared to what we were prior to the SARS outbreak. You want to stop the thing or you what?
Do you think the epidemic prepared us for any future crisis?
I think prior to the SARS outbreak, there was perhaps less of an awareness of communicable diseases and what kind of standard operating procedures were in place. SARS created a greater awareness of what needed to be done, the kind of capacity that hospitals needed to have for similar types of outbreaks, which I think only because of SARS we were better prepared to deal with. Yeah.
What were your feelings during the crisis?
My feelings, I think not so much emotional than it was just general awareness of being able to deal with a difficult situation that was something that the entire nation needed to grapple with. So I think maybe at the emotional level, a greater sense of community, a greater sense of preparedness of knowing what to do in a crisis. Maybe those were the two key things.
What kind of negative or positive effects did your business or workplace go through?
Well, negative for sure. I think the business and the business that I was in market research, we were negatively impacted. There was just lower volume of business coming in, so that was a negative effect. Positive, less to do with business than it's got to do with a kinship that we have across every sector of society, where generally people wanted to help other people out more.
What were some of the things that you did to keep yourself and your children safe?
Again, I think when we were out in public, we were just aware of all of the different places that we were at. So in terms of like I think it's called contact tracing, right? So we kept note of where we were, just so that if ever the occasion required, we would be able to see if there were any whether or not we were responsible for any infections or any infections, that we needed to account for any infections ourselves.